Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing and hitting the bell. Today, I'm going to show you guys how to flare brake lines, both bubble flare and inverted flare. So, stay tuned. Here's what we got. I got two small pieces of brake line that I went ahead and cut off. And this fitting here is for inverted flare. This fitting here, it has the little non-threaded part at the tip, and you also know by the case, but it's a bubble flare fitting for doing bubble flares. Tools. The one I'm going to use today is actually going to be the Matco AC71475. It's a hydraulic flaring tool. Flaring tool, double flaring, fuel line, the line holders, push connect. This kit comes with everything. And this one we're going to use today. The other option, if you don't have the money for that, the one I actually have is the OTC 6502. This is a manual flare. Has the bar, the clamp, has the different fittings, the deburr tool, which is actually nice. You can clean out the end of the line after you cut it, and a cutting tool. So I will put both these part numbers down in the description. Spider. Okay. So let's get started. What we'll do is going to be the inverted flare. This is going to be the more common that you'll see. Most of your brake lines go into wheel cylinders. Most brake hoses, all that's going to be inverted flare. You run into the bubble flare on master cylinders and ABS modules. So to get started, slide in, you want that part out. Slide in like so. Slide in there, and then you actually want, you may not be able to see it, you want the line flush with the face of that. So, alright, then you want to make sure this T-handle is tight, because that it has enough pressure, it'll try to push that line out. Alright. So once you get that there, and make sure, I'm not going to worry about it on this one, because it's just a cut line, but make sure you put the fitting on prior to flaring, or you're going to have to cut the end off and do it again. So the first one we're going to do is going to be the 3/16 45 inverted fitting. This will actually go inside the tip of the line, and then just twist. Till she bottoms out like that. Tighten up the handle. And you go until there, just got really tight. So we'll back off the pressure. Back that off. Pop that out. And I don't know if you will be able to see that, but that is actually now rolled in on itself. Then we'll take the cone fitting, just like we did. We'll get the tip of the cone into the line till you feel a little resistance, like that. Tighten up the valve. And go until you get good and tight, which it is. Sorry, I just bumped the camera. Back that off. Loosen this. Alright. Just like that. If I can get to go on it. There it's flared, and if your line was already on it, just like that. That's an inverted flare that'll seal nice and good for you. There is going to be almost the same as the inverted, except we're only going to have one step, and that's going to be the bubble flare tip. Bubble flare fittings are metric thread, so you have to use a metric 4mm bubble flare end to do the line. But just like before, drop the line in here, like so. I'm going to run until it's just at the face of the fittings. Get the T-handle good and tight. Drop the fitting in. Just like that. Close the valve. Go until you feel the resistance. Back the pressure off. Back that off. Release the brake line. And there is a bubble flare. It's just not rolled in. And then if you stick the fitting on, there you go, one bubble flared brake line. There you go, guys. One inverted flare, one bubble flare. And you'll be able to tell when you take the brake lines off what you had, and sometimes you can reuse the fittings that were on there. But best case scenario is just take them off, take them into a parts store, Advance O'Reilly's, AutoZone, CarQuest. I'm trying to think of the other, I think Federated's one. And find the, just ask them, hey, can you find me a line and fitting? But instead of going in somewhere and paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to get these replaced, you can replace them yourself. Save yourself a whole bunch of money, and then just make sure you bleed out your brakes when you're all done, and you should be good to go. So I hope this helps you. Hope it saves you a little bit of money, get your car back on the road. So like I said in the beginning, if you're new here, subscribe, hit the bell. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. So that's all I got for today. So thanks for watching, and have a good rest of your evening.